Hello boys and girlies and jellyfish and the lot, and welcome back to another Doctor Who sort of sit-down chat video with my good friends, Mr. Jack Collins and Mr. Ollie Cup. Woo!
Yes! Another appearance that isn't on my channel.
Or mine.
Another appearance.
Apparently, I put effort into other people's channels, but not into my own.
See, this is why we keep you around, Ollie Cup. This is why we keep you kicking about. We let you see another day. But yeah, welcome. Today we're going to be chatting about the brand new episode that just came out. I was about to say Joy to the World then.
I watched that yesterday. It leaves a lot to be desired, but we're not here for that.
Terrible episode. Terrible episode. But welcome back. Yeah, we're talking about the brand new episode, The Robot Revolution. Now, let's kick things off first of all with the plot. Right, so talk to me, guys. The plot of, buying a star and the star being, that star being named after you, and then you being captured later on to become the queen of this star / planet. What do you think about that? Do you like it?
I like it. I think it's like... I'm surprised someone hasn't done it before. It's one of those, you know? Like,
yeah, I thought that.
Like, something Russell probably could have done like 20 years ago and it wouldn't have been out of place.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, defo. Ollie, what are you saying? Do you like it?
What I like about it is it reminds me of the people who buy lordships and stuff, and it would be fucking incredible if something like this happened in real life to any dickheads who think, oh, I'm a lord because I bought this 3 square mile piece of land in Scotland.
They just get tracked down.
That all because of that, they're special. You know, I'd fucking love to track them down.
I'm ashamed to say I've done that. I have bought a plaque in Sealand for £50 with my name on it, and I went around in year 10 going, I'm a sick guy, and now I hate myself.
Where's Sealand?
It's like off the coast of Sussex. Yeah, Lord Sammy Day of Sealand.
Pray to him.
It's off the coast of Sussex. But yeah, no, the star. So I was. You can do that in real life, can't you? You can name stars after yourself or buy a star for someone. Yeah. So it is a good plot point.
Wait, before we move on, is Sealand that weird island? That man-made island?
It's an oil rig.
Is that what it is? Oh!
It's basically an oil rig, but it's a tiny little oil rig. Wow. I'm surprised. It's legally a country, but it's not. It's really weird. Research Sealand, boys and girlies at home. It's really weird. Let's talk about Alan. From the episode. So you guys are fresh off the episode. I watched it this morning. I haven't seen it for a while, but yeah, he's a bit of a knobhead. Tell me, Jack Collins, why is he a dickhead? Talk me through it, go on.
Well, I don't know, but he just reminded me of a gender swap version of my ex. Just sort of... No. When she said, like, oh, you always you constantly tell me off, and all of that, it just...
No texting after 8 p.m?
Yeah, all that shit. Well, it wasn't obviously that bad for me, but all that sort of shit, I was like, wow, okay.
Yeah.
Ollie, what are you saying?
I mean, I can sum it up in one word.
Go on.
And that word being men. That's all I have to say.
What are we like?
Hey, you're not wrong. Knock me head from you're not wrong.
What a dickhead.
God, mate.
Dickhead. And to be fair, at the start, obviously, he seemed like a pretty nice guy.
They do though, don't they?
There were elements. They
had an awkward kiss. A real awkward kiss.
Just a bit.
Elements. Such as, like you said, the awkward kiss, and also the, oh, you don't like it then? Oh, I did that all for you and you don't like it then? He was giving those kinds of vibes, From the off, he did sound a bit...
Is it anxiety or is it just a cunt?
Weird, but
I think he's just a
because he's a cunt.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Yeah, I'd be like that because my brain doubts everybody.
Yeah.
This guy might just be a dick.
The brain's a weird thing. Boys, talk to me about the plot twist at the end when we finally found out that Alan was the big robot king who Belinda needed to marry.
I love the line, Planet of the Incels.
Yes.
Planet of the Incels.
Very good.
Class.
The men that the women hate so much and will never be able to breed. But no, the initial moment, when I was about to call him Max, like Max Capricorn. He does remind me a bit of Max Capricorn, actually.
Similar vibe.
Voyage of the Damned.
Call me Max.
Yeah, similar vibe. Because my name is Max. The big actual initial reveal. What do you think about the initial reveal when, I've forgotten now, I watched it this morning. There's like a door that opens and you see him all robotic and everything. Did you predict it from the start? Because some people said they predicted it straight away, but it took me by complete surprise.
I wouldn't
I didn't predict it either.
To be honest.
Because a lot of people said, "Oh, it's such an easy, predictable ending. Like I saw it coming from a mile off," but I didn't. I thought it was shocking.
I was like, "Oh shit, the owl generator." I like that.
That was funny. That made me laugh. AI.
Yes.
It's not AI.
Like
it's
that.
owl.
No, I like
Owl
that,
generator.
But no, I didn't see it coming. I mean, to be fair, I can be a bit thick with stuff like this, but the majority of the time, I do pick up on things in movies and TV and even in games. I mean, the Heavy Rain game, I could understand who the killer was from the very start. So most of the time, I do pick up on these things. So I think the majority of people who say, "Oh, yeah, I knew it from the start," absolute wet wipes who just lie for a living.
It was, I found it a shocker. I think he looked cool as well. That was the thing. So, Ollie, I don't know about you. Jack, I don't know about you either. To be fair. Have any of you seen Omega from Classic Who?
I know of him, yeah.
No.
So basically, Omega was like, he's rumoured to be coming back this series. So when in the trailer we saw Alan, people were like, "Oh, it's Omega," because he does look quite similar.
Oh, I see.
But
yeah.
there was something very Chibnall era about this Alan guy.
It looks a bit Tim Shaw, I thought.
Yeah, he looked very Tim Shaw, very out of Series 12. Yeah, I definitely thought that when I saw it in the trailer.
Okay.
So, Alan, let's talk about the overarching story. So obviously we've got the glitch in time. There are forces
Jack
beyond
loves
this universe.
this.
Yes, he does, mate.
Yeah.
He's getting into
Does
it
he?
Yes,
now.
he is.
Okay, Jack, monologue away, my friend.
Oh, okay. So obviously Mrs. Flood showed up at the beginning, didn't she? You ain't seen me.
Yep.
The queen of the fourth wall breaks, as
I like what you said,
Yeah, so
Sam, about...
before you get into this, this is what I was about to say. She changes her accent.
Yeah,
right?
that's exactly what I was about to bring up.
At the end of Empire of Death, she's on the roof going, "And the Doctor's reign ends in absolute terror." And then in the Church on Ruby Road, she's like, "Hey up, Abdul, you ain't never seen a bloody TARDIS before,
Move your
Abdul."
bloody box!
So there's something up with her, man. There's something up with her, and I think she's very fishy. But yeah, Jack, continue. Oh no, Ollie, yeah, go on, fire away.
I think that's but the bit that you mentioned before this episode, that is a fourth wall break, correct?
Correct.
Her on the roof?
Yes.
Yeah.
Right.
As is, you ain't seen me.
I think she changes her voice based on who she's talking to. If she's in the episode, then she has that crazy voice. If she's talking to us and breaking the fourth wall, that's when she changes her voice.
She puts on her best BBC accent.
To show that she's out of scene now. And she's talking to us.
Mate, I like the theory, but at the end of the Church on Ruby Road, doesn't she go, "Never seen a TARDIS before," when talking to us?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. I haven't seen it for a while.
Wait, what accent did she have then?
So she had the Cockney accent to start with, and then on Empire of Death, she had a posh sort of. Maybe it's just Anita Dobson forgetting to put the accent on.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, maybe it is. Maybe I'm thinking too much.
Yeah, but she was in EastEnders, so maybe it's intentional.
I mean, knowing Russell, right, it'll be Mrs. Flood actually is just some weird neighbour who moves around a lot.
Yeah, but I like the theory that she's controlling the reality and they're in a show or some bullshit.
Oh yeah.
I like.
So that is a big theory. The Doctor's going to find out he's in a TV show, a bit like Red Dwarf.
Anyway, yeah, the floating taxi at the end was good.
That was bloody class. That is Doctor Who at its peak, man. I'm hyped to watch the full series.
Bring it up for something for us to sort of go, "Oh, what's going on here? What are we going to do?" Because this is only the second season I've watched live.
Yeah, so that's a weird one.
Yeah.
So when you watched it through, when you saw like Rose in Partners in Crime, you could just binge the rest of the series right there. Whereas we had to wait, man. Waiting for that was painful. So you feel our pain now.
But even then, it was like shit. I didn't even notice Rose at midnight until like the second watch. You know when she's like
Really?
on the street. I didn't notice that. I must have blinked or something.
How do you not notice that, man?
Oh wow, yeah, you must have blinked. Cause
Speaking of midnight, just quickly.
quite an obvious.
I've heard.
Just speaking of midnight, quickly. There's massive rumours the Midnight Entity is back in episode 3.
Is that the spider-looking deal?
Big. No, that's episode 5. Episode 3, we literally know nothing about, and Russell said there's something massive happening in this episode. We need to everyone make sure you don't get spoiled because it's massive.
So it's another Wild Blue Yonder, in a way.
Yeah, but you know, in the title reveals, they all had their own graphics.
Yeah.
for the well, episode 3, there's a clock, an alarm clock, and it ticks from 23:59 to midnight. So people are thinking, right.
Oh!
And Russell has confirmed today on Doctor Who Unleashed. I don't know if any of you have watched it.
I'm gonna when I go to bed tonight, though. When I get off here.
Yeah, Russell basically said, we've got Mr. Ring-a-Ding next week for the what's it called?
Cartoon episode.
Yeah, cartoon episode. And then after that, we've got a big sequel, is what he said. Big sequel. So
midnight.
I don't know, guys.
Midnight.
I don't know.
Jack, can we have your initial reaction to that, please?
Fuck yes. Oh, you mean when it ends?
Yeah, Jack.
No. I meant now your reaction to it, but
go crazy.
I was just hoping that you. Oh, there it is.
Yeah,
the gay clap.
Yeah.
You were going to go a bit camp when you get too excited.
That's the autism speaking.
Right. Let's get back on track.
Sorry,
Jack, talk to me about the glitch in times, the time fractures. We never touched on it.
Oh, what? When at the beginning where he's like,
it was like, go get Alan. It was a bit like Mickey when he's like, sugar, darling.
Honey.
So talk to me. Do you like that?
I do. I also like the how they can't get back to Earth. Because Russell's like doing the opposite of what he's known for. He's known for like sort of staying in modern day London.
Yeah.
In his seasons.
I mean, normally I prefer those, but I really enjoy it. I'm looking forward to the series. Really looking forward to the series. Ollie Cut, talk to me. Do you like this overall arcing story?
I do. I think it is. See, the thing with these kinds of episodes, though, I prefer. I never liked history in school, but I prefer the historical episodes. Ooh. Where not Rosa though. I could say that.
Rosa's fun,
but I don't think anyone, to be fair, likes Rosa. But the historical ones, like, is it the Big Freeze? Is it
Thin Ice when he punches the racist?
Thin Ice, yeah, Thin Ice.
Oh, Thin Ice, the Big Freeze.
I thought it was Big Freeze for some reason. I feel like there must be an episode called The Big Freeze because
Big Finish is a broadcasting system.
And the Big Freeze is a Thomas the Tank Engine episode, but that's all I got.
Oh no! You know what? The Big Freeze. I think the reason why is I think every children's TV program has an episode called The Big Freeze because I'm pretty sure Fireman Sam does as well. But anyway, right? So let's
Doctor Who and The Big Freeze
about fucking children's shows, and let's get back onto Doctor Who.
So just listen. Just say you like The Unquiet Dead and move on.
Yes, I like historical episodes basically, and I'm not the biggest fan of episodes like these, but I did actually like this one.
No, this one was sick. I loved it.
It was a very good first episode.
I'm like you. I like modern day episodes though, rather than historical ones. I like ones set on Earth today. Yeah, those are my favourites.
What, like Aliens of London and shit like that?
Aliens of London, hands down, some of my favourite Doctor Who episodes ever. It makes me so nostalgic.
I did like Aliens.
I love the vibes on Mickey's flat and stuff, but we're not here to talk about season.
Season 1, series 1.
Talking here, we're talking about season 2.
Let's quickly touch on Monday, right? So what do we think about Monday? Because everyone was kicking off saying we're having another Clara, but I just think I think Monday was brought up as a way for the Doctor to say, Belinda, you want to travel with me because I've met your ancestor. Always try and persuade Belinda. So what do you guys think? Do you think Monday's important? Do you think Monday's going to come back?
That's more like a Gwen Gwyneth sort of situation.
Yeah, that's what I think.
Like it's not really relevant to the plot. It's just like a sort of throwaway thing.
Yeah, sort of sidetracked. Ollie, what are you saying?
I have absolutely nothing to say on this, to be honest, because I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. So
you don't know Monday from Boom, the woman from Boom who plays Belinda.
It's the same person.
Of course, yes, of course. No, I do know.
Fake fan.
I was actually saying to Jack just before this that I don't have a very good Doctor Who
name memory. Yeah, no, I get it.
Memory.
Yeah.
So I didn't. Although I did realise her, I couldn't remember her fucking name as Monday. But no, yeah.
You should get married Monday, Sunday. I'd laugh every day.
Monday, Sunday.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, either way, I don't really have much to say.
No, I like that. But I don't think it's going to be relevant in the grand scheme of it.
No. Me neither. So let's do one thing. I want to call this the golden moment. What was a moment from each of you that shined through this episode more than others? Talk to me.
Oh, okay.
Your favourite scene, basically. Favourite scene, favourite moment, favourite piece of music, favourite piece of dialogue. Talk to me.
Oh, actually, I do have one. I actually do.
I know what you're going to say, I think.
And that's because it was one of my... I've got notes. I've got a notebook. And I've written down notes just mainly because, again, I don't have a great memory. But my favourite scene was at the very start when the Doctor goes into the hospital and uses his little sonic sky remote and just turns off the whole power in the hospital. You know, anyone on life support, sorry, mate, you're dead. Your life's over. You know, the man who doesn't like to kill has just killed probably 50 people at that hospital, at least.
I hadn't thought about that, but yeah,
You know?
he shuts off the whole power.
Fucking crazy. Absolutely crazy. And all he has to say is sorry. That's all
Sorry,
he can
babes.
say.
Very British.
Sorry, babes.
So that's my favourite. My favourite scene. It's not very relevant, but it's my favourite scene of the episode.
Jack, what do you like?
Well, I like the part where they, like, do the fucking... Like, when the time streams, like, join back or whatever, and then there's that really sort of acid trip sort of sequence. I quite like that.
Yeah, I thought that,
sorry.
yeah. It's like he's in a trance, like, ooh,
Yeah.
what's going on?
For a second, when you were doing that, I
Like he's
thought
sinking.
you were relating to a scene that was cut from my version. You know,
What was
you can't see my hands, but the viewers can, but you can't.
Is it-
The hands going together. I thought you were showing a different scene, but no, not that.
Is anyone else completely lost?
Yeah,
What's
I am,
going on?
'cause he's got his camera
The
turned
viewers
off.
aren't because they can see.
Okay, the viewers
but
can see,
On
right, we
Discord,
can't-
I've got my camera.
Just for context, me and Jack can see each other,
Yeah.
and Ollie can see us, but we can't see him. So I don't know. Right, so yeah, my favourite moment was it's a piece of dialogue from Belinda. I had two actually.
Oh, go
when the robots say to Belinda, "You've got to marry our king" or whatever, and Belinda says, "What am I going to marry? A spark plug?" I thought that was quite funny.
yeah.
But then I also like when the Doctor sits her down and says, "Oh yeah, it's all gone timey-wimey," and she's like, "Timey-wimey? Am I 6?
Yeah.
Am I 6 years
That was
old?"
class.
I found that quite funny. I like Belinda. She's very tough.
I like when she says about the doctors sit back while the nurses do all the work. I like that part.
Yeah.
Yes.
Very firm. I like a firm companion who can confront the Doctor. We didn't have that in Ruby at all.
No, we
So-
didn't. We didn't.
No.
Weak little shit.
Oh, I quite like their dynamic. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. Okay, bonus question, lads, before we give a final ranking. I want you to give me your best theory. It can be one you've seen on the internet or one you've come up with yourself on who Mrs. Flood is. Talk to me, Ollie Cut.
Well, I've not seen any theories because, again, I like to keep theories and spoilers and leaks and anything like that out of sight. I don't
Okay.
watch or read any
respect
of them.
it.
But
I'm the opposite.
my theory is, well, it's changed now because I thought, this has got to be something to do with Ruby. But obviously now that we've not got Ruby as a companion and she's still there, it wouldn't make sense for it to have anything to do with Ruby, really.
Okay.
So she might just be just a normal woman. Sort of a normal woman put there to just describe what the fuck is going on.
She's
know,
like
a mouthpiece.
the commentary box of Doctor Who.
A mouthpiece used by Russell, some would say.
Mrs. Flood is a commentary YouTuber confirmed.
Listen,
Yeah.
that theory's got
I would
legs.
like to see some reaction videos from Miss Flood.
Yeah, I'd pay
AI, do your work.
What do we think
Or
Mrs. Flood would
as-
think of the
as
timeless
we'll call
child?
it.
That's a bloody outrage, it is.
Destroying the whole legacy of the show.
Oh, I won't have any of that.
Jack Collins, who do you think Mrs. Flood is?
I think I touched on this either. I don't know whether we're filming at this point, but I like the theory that she's like the sort of god of TV and she's like controlling the whole reality. I like that theory.
That would be cool. Yeah, I think that's a likely theory. Although, Ollie Cut, take
She
your
is Simon
headphones
Lane.
off. She's Simon Lane. Ollie Cut, take your headphones off. I'm going to discuss a leak quickly, if you don't want to hear it. Right, Jack Collins, have you seen the theory that it's a leak that in the finale?
I'm putting them back on because I can still hear it anyway. So.
Oh, okay. Well, basically, Russell said that it's not even a leak. Russell said it. He says in the finale of this series, the Doctor faces the Trinity. No, so you got the Holy Trinity. The Doctor's facing the unholy Trinity. Ooh. So is Mrs. Flood part of that?
The trickster.
I'm praying for the fucking trickster. Please bring me the trickster, Russell. Bring me the trickster.
I agree with it.
That would be incredible.
Russell, go watch on
I want to know who the fuck Mrs. Flood is, because it does genuinely interest me, and it's crazy that I do avoid all these theories so much, because I think I'd go down a massive rabbit hole of Mrs. Flood theories, and it would be so good. But it's just, she's a great character though.
I think she's I thought she was the Rani. I was convinced she was the Rani until April Fool's Day, when Jack showed me an article that Doctor had published saying she's the Rani. And they wouldn't lie. They wouldn't tell the truth on April Fool's Day. People think, double bluff, but they're not. That's a really bad publicity thing
I know
to
Russell
do.
lies,
I don't think she's the Rani.
But I don't think he'd lie that much.
I hope she's a new character. Like Jack says, I hope she's the god of TV or the god of storytelling or reality or something like that. I hope she's new, because if she's new, Russell will get less hate as well, because if he brings back like River Song and his shit,
it's not going to be
he's going to get loads of hate. Whereas if he introduces a new character, I hope she's new. I'm hoping she's new, or she's the Master, but I don't know. She probably isn't the Master. She's someone new.
That's too obvious, I find.
Yeah, but Occam's razor, mate. Occam's razor.
That's true.
Expect the unexpected. No, unexpect the expected. Yeah, that's it. Unexpect the expected and prepare to be disappointed or some shit. I don't know. I'm not a philosopher.
But Russell lies, so it could just be misdirecting.
He does lie. Well, that's the thing that made people think it's not Midnight, because he said there's no new Who villains return in this series.
But we never saw that villain, so technically it's not returning, no?
Oh, I like your theory, Jack Collins. I like your theory.
Yes, mate.
If you like this, guys, we'll be sitting down and doing this hopefully after every episode. I don't see why we wouldn't. I'm actually away next week, so we'll have to do it on like Monday or something. But
Cool.
But we'll definitely be up for it. Before we go, the Next Time trailer. Let's quickly just touch on that. Did you guys watch it, or are you one of those weird people who don't watch trailers?
I watched the credits because I'm autistic, mate.
No, I did.
Yeah. So some people don't watch the Next Time trailers.
Don't skip the credits.
I don't get that at all. Yeah. So
those are some spoilers that I do that I do allow.
Yeah. Well, you want to see what they want you to see. Yeah.
It's different.
So obviously we get our first official glimpse of Mr. Ring-a-Ding, who's Alan Cumming, which I think looks really cool. And
he was King James.
Again,
it was sexually harassing Ryan Sinclair.
Good old Ryan. Don't bring that name up in this channel, alright? That name is banned from this YouTube channel, Ryan Sinclair. We don't talk about him. Zero personality YouTuber.
I actually spit then. Fucking hell, I didn't mean to do that.
Now, listen. What was I saying?
Well, he quit YouTube straight away.
quit YouTube after one episode. Because Chibnall wanted to try and be down with the kids. Hello, fellow kids.
He did a me. He quit after. He quit for 5 years. And then he left the series before he started again.
That's it. Have you guys seen So in the trailer, I'm just going to put something out here now. Okay? On the trailer, on the cinema screen, the name of the film they're going to see is The Harvest Bringer. Guys, come on now.
Oh, Jack has some things to say.
Sorry.
Say it.
No, I'm getting hyped because that is some Harbinger shit, isn't it? That's
the Harvest
right?
Bringer.
Sorry to spell it out for you guys, but I feel like
the Harvest Bringer must discombobulate itself to be Harbinger.
Harbinger, no? Yeah.
Surely.
Yeah, so, that's why I was just banging the fucking side. I was like, shit, it clicked.
We will find out next week. If we're correct on that. But before we end this off, right, lads, out of 5, can you rate the Robot Revolution for me out of 5? What we saying?
4.
Ooh, I like that.
I really liked it. I wouldn't rank it like a top, like amazing, but fantastic in my tier list though. I mean, this is in the grand scheme of the season, right?
Yeah, I mean it's a good opener. I ranked it a 4.5.
Yeah, I'm not ranking it overall. Yeah, I'd say 4.
What's this out of?
5.
Oh, 5?
Yeah.
3.
That's good. That's respectable.
Again, it's a good episode, but I'm not a big fan of... It's weird because Doctor Who's a sci-fi show, but I don't like the
sci-fi.
I don't like the space episodes. I prefer it on Earth.
I'm the same. I don't watch it for the sci-fi. I watch it for the character dialogue and the learning.
Just because it gets a bit like it feels like everything's reused when it's in space. It all looks the same, I think. But
I agree.
Yeah,
London always looks different though.
I would say a 3.
I respect it.
Still a good
and of course, as always, lads, watching this, comment down below what you think the best episode is. That cannot read it. Oh, yeah, right.
What does it say?
So, listen, leave your comments below what you rate the Robot Revolution, and drop a like and subscribe as always. And check out Ollie Cut and Jack Collins in the description. I'll leave their channels
subscribe to me
as well.
Don't expect any new content from me, but enjoy the 2 videos that are up.
I post once a week. Go see us watch my old videos. They are fucking terrible.
You should rename the channel to just Jack and Ollie at this point. There's never a video.
I'll rename it back to JCTV at this point.
Alright. Everyone, have a great weekend. Great rest of your... Well, this comes out on Monday, so have a great rest of your week. And I will see you soon. Bye.
Bye-bye. See you later.